This is one of the most chilling things I think you'll watch about the current horror in Gaza. It's been put together by peace activists in Israel who are so unbelievably courageous. They need our support. They are going to be vindicated by history. It exposes the genocidal rhetoric of Israeli politicians and officials. It's presented by Talia Ben Abba. She's an Israeli refusnik. That is, she refused to serve in the Israeli Defense Forces in protest at the occupation. She was sent to prison for doing so. That's real courage. I had the honour of interviewing her on this channel. Please do have a listen to that. Now listen to this video, listen carefully. It's been put together by the Refuser Solidarity Network. That brings together Israeli conscientious objectors. It's also led by donkeys who do political videos in the UK. Many of you may already be aware of them.
My name is Talia Ben Abba. I'm a conscientious objector. I refuse to serve in the Israeli military because I refuse to take part in the occupation of the Palestinian people. I spent 4 months in military prison because of that. I want people of the world to know the genocidal language that is being used by Israel's extremist government.
תשמיד את עזה עכשיו! עכשיו! עזה הופכת לדרזדן, כן!
It's an entire nation out there that is responsible. It's not true. This rhetoric about civilians not aware, not involved, it's absolutely not true.
אנחנו מטילים מצור מוחלט על העיר עזה. אין חשמל, אין מזון, אין מים, אין דלק. הכל סגור. אנחנו נלחמים בחיות אדם ואנחנו נוהגים בהתאם.
מחר בבוקר, הציפייה שלך שהיינו מטילים מה שנקרא איזושהי פצצת אטום על כל עזה, משטחים אותה, מחסלים את כל מי שנמצא בה.
זה דרך אחת.
תודעה של נכבה, או שזה משהו זמני.
יהיה להם לאן לחזור?
אנחנו עכשיו מגלגלים בעצם את נכבת עזה, אם תרצה, נכבת עזה.
זו נכבת עזה, אבי דיכטר.
נכבת עזה 2023.
זכור את אשר עשה לך עמלק, נצטווינו. אנו זוכרים ואנו נלחמים.
Netanyahu is using the word Amalek because he's referring to the biblical enemies of the Israeli people that were described in the Bible. This is what the Bible says about Amalek. Do not spare them, but put them to death, men, women, children, and infants. It is the only nation in the Bible that God orders the Jews to kill completely, so nothing is remembered of them. Please, people around the world who care about this issue, share the words of these leaders who are being a danger for Palestinians and Israeli hostages alike. We need to stop them. We need to stop this war.
Just listen to that. Absorb those words. This isn't normal. As Raz Sigal, the Israeli-American scholar of genocide and Holocaust studies, put it when I interviewed him, it's rare for intent to be so loudly communicated. Normally when regimes commit terrible crimes, they go to great lengths to cover it all up. Israeli leaders, officials and media outlets, they're not doing that. Why, you might ask? Because they think they can get away with it. And indeed, as things stand, they will. Other regimes may fear war crimes tribunals or even the threat of Western military intervention. Indeed, if a state hostile to Western interests had committed even a fraction of Israel's atrocities with rhetoric not as extreme as this, there'd be deafening demands for military intervention. It's striking that the US Security Advisor Jake Sullivan today declared Israel has agreed to end widespread bombing and move towards precision targeting of Hamas. That isn't happening on the ground, by the way. But I beg your pardon. Sorry, what are you doing there? Just admitting casually that Israel has, in fact, been carpet bombing Gaza for the last 10 weeks with the total support of the US, which offers never-ending military aid, other forms of aid, and diplomatic as well as political cover. Now, there are accusations, just to keep us up to date with just the horrors unfolding, aired by Al Jazeera, that in the Shadia Abu Ghazal school in Gaza, those sheltering inside were killed execution style by Israeli forces, including women, children and babies. Grave accusations of grave war crimes that must be investigated as soon as possible. But of course, Israel is preventing that from happening. Israeli soldiers, meanwhile, fill themselves rummaging through private homes in Gaza, destroying plastic figurines in toy stores, trying to set fire to food and water supplies, chanting racist slogans as they dance around. Meanwhile, as Ashok Swain, Professor of Peace and Conflict at Uppsala University in Sweden, puts it, Israel is not only killing Palestinians of the West Bank, putting them in jails, taking away their homes and land, also bulldozing their monuments and memorials. All these in a single word, he says. Genocide. Again, none of this is subtle. You may have looked at atrocities throughout history, when terrible crimes have been committed, when so many innocent people have been slaughtered, and you may have wondered, how is this possible? How did so many people who regarded themselves as decent, moderate, humane, either say nothing at all or even speak out in support of these crimes? Well, now you know. Now you know. We're living through one of the great crimes of history, and I firmly believe that you either speak out, you either do something, however small, to try and stop this from happening. So you can look future generations in the eye and say, I tried to fight this. Or you render yourselves complicit in what is a monumental crime which will scream through history. Harsh words perhaps, but necessary words I don't apologise for. So thank you to the courage of Israeli peace activists. They are on the right side of history. They will be vindicated by history, and their courage should be applauded. Please like and subscribe. Do keep the show on the road if you can on patreon.com/OwenJones84. Do share this video, and I will speak to you soon.